Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And on the screen today, you're going to finally be watching some NBA 2K20 gameplay. But this is going to be my first impressions video. But really quick before we get into it, I do want to just get some stuff out of the way. I am going to be playing and live streaming and uploading videos and live commentaries and all that kind of stuff until Modern Warfare does come out, or the Modern Warfare beta. And then when that does come out, when the full game comes out, then we're going to be mixing and matching and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the first impressions that I had of NBA 2K20 after playing the game for about a day. So of course, as usual, we had some server issues, but if you know me, I don't give any company a pass that produces a game every year, because 2K has been coming out for 20 years now, right? This is 2K20, and they know that the game is getting bigger and bigger every year with esports and just more people playing. Like, I know more people playing that are coming to play 2K than people leaving 2K. Like, I don't know of anybody, like, we all say, oh, like, if the game's bad, I'm not buying the next one, but we still end up buying it because 2K finesses everybody every year. But it's just like, I'll never give them a pass with server issues and stuff like that, especially, like I said, with these big game companies. They release a game every year. They know that the servers are going to be jammed. They know that everybody pre-orders and all that kind of stuff, and they still, for some reason, can't fix it. I'm pretty sure they're just neglecting it, or they don't want to, or whatever the case may be. But at first I thought that the game was too complicated, but after playing and coming around to it, I feel like now you have more customization than ever, and you could tweak your build however you want, right? Because before, when you made a pure sharp, you could only get relentless finisher like bronze or something like that, or you might not even get it, right? Which is it's something like bronze, but that's nowhere near the level of gold or Hall of Fame. And if we're being real, like, bronze doesn't really do much, right? You're not going to all of a sudden start taking the ball to the rack or to the basket with bronze relentless finisher if you're a pure sharp, right? 9 out of 10 times, you're probably going to get your shit punched. So now it's like, if you want to make a shooter and you want to have relentless finisher gold, you can do that, right? If you want to make a shooter and you want to be like dribbling and like doing all those like Kyrie dribbles and stuff like that, you can somewhat do that because you can have like tight handles and all those other badges, but that obviously doesn't up your your rating to begin with, your ball handling rating, but you can somewhat do that, right? So now it gives you way more room to customize and tweak your build like however you want to build it. Like, I feel like now it's really called My Player, because like you can make whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want a center that can protect the rim and can shoot, it's like you can do that. Yes, you could do it. You could have like a sharpshooting rim protector, but you could only get certain badges like gold or silver or Hall of Fame or stuff like that. Now you can put your badges however you want. Now it's really called My Player. Another thing that I kind of found out is that the badge grind is real this year. Like, no joke. I'm not sure how much XP you need to level up the badges yet. I haven't found that out, and as far as I'm aware, it doesn't tell you, or as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't tell you about how much XP you actually need. That's one thing that I wish they would like put in, or something like that. Kind of like how in 2K18, when the game first came out, you couldn't see what your shooting like your shooting stats were. So if you had like an 83 pointer, you couldn't actually see that. It was just like those bars, and then they added in after. So that's one thing that I hope they add. But I mean, like, if you play the game, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. The badge grind is very real. Like, for example, my friend, he used to make a pure sharp every year, and within probably a day or two, he had all of his badges, because the CPU never used to defend him like how you should defend a pure sharp. Like, you press up on them like always, like you smother them. So his badges were easy, right? But I played like all day yesterday, and I only got like 4 badges, or 4 things to unlock whichever badges you want. So the grind is very real, but that doesn't mean badges aren't important. They are still very important, so don't like underestimate them or anything like that. And then obviously the big elephant in the room was the shooting. I don't think anybody expected that. I mean, when I first started shooting, like when I took my first shot, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is my guy shooting like that? Is it my jumper? Is something wrong like with my controller or my controls, or what's going on here? But then everybody realized that you need quick draw to speed up your jumper. So now most people, including myself, are, you know, working towards quick draw or working towards your shooting badges so you can unlock quick draw, and then obviously, you know, speed up your jumper and stuff like that. And then I know a lot of people are waiting for the jump shot creator, and then I'm not sure if you can speed up like your jumper with that, but hopefully you can speed it up a little bit, because when you were wide open, with the amount of time it took to get your shot off, it was like you weren't, by the time you shot the ball, the defender was already like contesting you, and then like it turned out to be a contested shot instead of a wide open shot. So, but I mean, like right now, like currently, I feel like we're not really like playing the game to its full potential because not many people have badges, because like I said, of the badge grind. So we're just gonna have to see, you know, like how that plays out, or it's gonna be a totally different game when everybody gets their badges and everybody finds out the cheese and everybody finds out, you know, everything, because this is definitely the most in-depth 2K. This is definitely the most complicated 2K that they've ever come out with. Like first we had like the inside outside balance, right? You know, that was fine, right? Then they introduced the archetype, the shooter, shot creator, playmaker, slasher, you know, post scorer and rebounder, you know, all that kind of stuff. Then they introduced obviously the dual archetypes. You could be a sharpshooting slasher, or you could be a playmaking slasher, or a playmaking sharpshooter, or you know, anything like that. Now they took the complexity up, you know, a whole another level. Now you can basically make whatever you want, you know. Like there are obviously a few, like, you know, things that you can't do. Like you can't make like a Giannis or a LeBron or, you know, anything like that. Like this year, if you make a tall player, like your speed is super slow. Like you can't make a Giannis, you can't make a slasher and have the speed of Giannis and the height of Giannis, right? You can't make a shooter and have the height of KD, because like you're just going to be slow. But I mean, that's things that 2K always tried to not do. You know, they never wanted people making like other players, like, because then everybody would just make a LeBron, or everybody would make a Kevin Durant, or everybody would make a Giannis, or, you know, whatever. So, you know, you obviously have to keep the game balanced and stuff like that. But yeah, this is definitely the most in-depth 2K, and right now we're just gonna have to wait until everybody figures the game out and everything, and then I feel like we're gonna be playing a whole different game come, you know, a month, maybe 2 months in, and then you know, we're gonna go from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are just my first impressions of 2K. You know, like I said, we're gonna have live streams, we're gonna have gameplay, we're gonna have live commentaries, we're gonna have, you know, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I hope you stick around, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So as always, thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my video. Very much appreciated. All relevant links are down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next one.